We know that a previous News 4 Investigates report changed how many of you asked for lemons in restaurants. We found numerous cases of fecal material on lemons. Well, tonight our search for the truth behind what you eat takes a look at something many of you order: salads. So, if you were shocked by the lemons, wait until you see what Russell Kinsall discovered in the salads.
By the time it goes from farm to fork, you hope that it's been washed enough time that you shouldn't find any fecal coliform at all.
But we did. I'll take a salad. The 8 salads purchased by News 4 Investigates span sit-down restaurants to fast food drive-thrus.
483.
And of the 8 salads, 3 tested positive for fecal coliforms, the bacteria in fecal matter.
Fecal coliform behaves like other pathogens that could infect people and make them sick. Fecal coliform by itself will not necessarily make you sick, but it's a good indication that other things may be there.
So if fecal coliforms are only part of the problem, News 4 Investigates decided to take the tests one step further. We requested a bacteria count. The results prompted yet another visit to the St. Louis County Health Department.
So these results surprise you?
A little bit. I'm a little bit surprised. I would have thought that out of 8, we would have only had 1 that would have been at a high enough count that it would make people ill.
What we found were shockingly high bacteria counts at 3 of the 8 restaurants. The Centers for Disease Control says a count of less than 1 million is acceptable. Sample A showed a count of more than 39 million, Sample E more than 67 million, and Sample H nearly 12 million, all deemed unacceptable.
Bacteria is everywhere. Not all bacteria is going to make you sick.
Correct.
But the higher the amount of bacteria,
the more likely it is that you have a bacteria in there at a high enough level that will make you ill.
The most common bacteria that make people sick: Salmonella, Listeria, and E. coli. So is the problem with the restaurant or the salad supplier? Remember the E. coli outbreak linked to spinach last year? That was an environmental issue with the supplier.
When you think about a farm, you've got all kinds of wild rodents, deer, whatever, that wander through the farm, and they do their business. They don't necessarily care where it's at.
However, microbiologist Jim O'Donnell says don't blame the animals.
By the time it gets to your plate, you're hoping that it's been washed enough times that you shouldn't find any.
Butler agrees. She believes levels of this magnitude point to improper employee hygiene.
I think there's a disconnection between me not washing my hands when I come out of the bathroom and making someone sick. You know, you're busy, you want to get the food out, it's important to them, they want to be timely, and so they might just cut a corner here or there, and it could make a difference.
As we did with the restaurants involved in our lemon test, we shared the findings with the restaurants where we bought the salads, and you could read about their reaction on my blog in the daily briefing at KMOV.com. Russell Kinsall, News 4 Investigates.